In this video, we're going to compare the M16, which is now the new meta weapon inside Warzone after the AUG has taken its recoil nerf, to the CR56 AMAX, to compare both of the stats of these guns to let you know which is the best long range weapon inside Warzone. And before we get straight into this video, we do have a really important message. The first thing is that we've started a second channel for short clip videos, and we'll also be posting other content on there as well. We've already posted a Warzone video on there going over my favorite sniper rifles, so make sure you subscribe to that channel. It's going to be important for our live streams in the future. And also, we're no longer streaming on Twitch. We'll be streaming straight on this channel. We've had so many people ask why we don't just stream on YouTube. And to be fair, it kind of just makes sense for us to stream on this channel anyway. That is where most of our following is. So like I said, we're going to compare the M16 and the AMAX. And the reason why we're comparing the M16 to the AMAX is because the M16 is pretty much the new meta weapon inside Warzone. Everyone switched to it after the AUG had its nerf. And if you want to see a full comparison video of the M16 versus the AUG after the recent nerf, then we'll have that video linked at the end of this one, so you can check out the comparison there. But the short answer is that the M16 is better in my opinion, and we're just going to quickly go over the class setups that we use to compare both of these weapons. So obviously for the M16, the meta build, we all should know this by now, is the AUG suppressor, the strike team barrel, the field agent foregrip, the 45 round mags because this doesn't hurt your aim down sight time, and then lastly the axial 3x optic. That is pretty much what the best class setup would be for the M16, and it's the class setup that most people will be using because this is the meta build for the gun. Then for the AMAX, again it's the meta build, so mono suppressor, Zodiac barrel, 45 round mags, commando foregrip, and VLK optic. So that is the two meta builds for both of these guns, and that is the builds we compared in this video. Now on screen, what you'll see is the overall handling stats for both of these guns. You'll see the AMAX on the left, the M16 on the right, and this is just going to go over overall kind of handling for both of the guns. So the rate of fire on the AMAX is 630 rounds per minute, which is faster than the M16. Now, keep in mind the M16 is including the rate of fire of that strike team barrel as well, so it is going to be a little bit faster than usual, but of course the AMAX is a full auto weapon, so it's going to have the faster rate of fire. The ADS speed is slightly quicker on the M16, and that just kind of goes for most of the Cold War weapons. I do think the ADS time overall is faster on those guns. Then the mag size is identical for both of these guns when you stack attachments on them. The reload time is slightly quicker on the AMAX, but to be completely honest, is not that noticeable when you're actually playing in game. And then the bullet velocity on the AMAX is better by about 100 milliseconds roughly, so you will notice a slightly better bullet velocity with the AMAX, and I do think this is noticeable in game. Lastly, movement speeds are slightly quicker with the M16, and again this is noticeable when you're in game. You do feel like you're moving a bit quicker with the M16 and the AMAX. So just to summarize, aim down sight time and overall movement is slower on the AMAX, so if you do like a faster moving weapon, then you might want the M16, but better bullet velocity goes to the AMAX. And in my opinion, when I use both of these guns, it's quite noticeable that the AMAX does have better bullet velocity than the M16. But there is still many reasons to use the M16, and the next thing we need to take a look into is the time to kill for both of these guns. So the next section of this video is actually taken from TrueGameData.com, and a link to all their stuff will be in the description down below. And the reason why we're using this website is just because it's really easy to see what time to kill values are. And on screen here, what you'll see is the M16 in the orange line, and then we have the AMAX in the purple line here as well. And the M16 is including that strike team barrel because it does have a faster rate of fire. It will reduce your time to kill. So the time to kill values you get here are pretty much out to infinity, and it's 767 milliseconds if you land all body shots and if your enemy has 250 health, which is 3 armor plates. Then looking at the AMAX, the close range time to kill for the AMAX is 476 milliseconds, which is super quick inside Warzone. This is very close to the time to kill of the FFAR1, by the way. And then if you're looking at the long range time to kill for the AMAX, is 571 milliseconds, which again, as you can see, there's a huge time to kill difference when it comes to body shots between the M16 and the AMAX. But it just depends on which gun you prefer and which gun you land more of your shots with, because theoretical and practical time to kills are two different things. But like I said, I think both of these guns are really easy to control, especially at those longer distances as well. But what makes the M16 as well as the AUG very good is that it's so easy to land your shots and land headshots, and if you do mix in one headshot with the rest body shots, it reduces your time to kill significantly. So on screen just now, what you'll see is one headshot mixed in with body shots and the time to kill for that. And for the M16, you actually get a time to kill of 638 milliseconds, which is down from that 767 milliseconds. So you're almost reducing your time to kill by over 100 milliseconds, which is a huge bonus. Then for the AMAX, you do get a time to kill of 571 milliseconds at those longer distances if you land a single headshot, which is exactly the same as if you landed only body shots. So there's no real benefit in landing a headshot with the AMAX than there is with the M16. Regardless, if you land that headshot with the M16, you're still going to get a faster time to kill with the AMAX if you land all your shots. But there's still a place for the M16, and you'll see that on this next screen right here with the recoil chart. As you can see, the M16 has pretty much zero recoil in this game. If you're bursting this weapon at 15 meters or beyond, the bullets are so compact that you're not really going to be missing any shots, and it's going to be so easy to land headshots as well because it bursts upwards. And then with the AMAX, it does have an upwards recoil, and we all know the AMAX's recoil is pretty straightforward to manage, but even some people do struggle with that. So if you do struggle with recoil on the AMAX, I would highly recommend the M16 because it's such an easy gun to use. Bringing this all together now, if you're looking for faster bullet velocity and a faster time to kill, then the AMAX is your best bet because you don't need to land any headshots. If you can control the recoil, you are going to get a faster time to kill. Now, if you do like landing headshots, you do like the faster movement and the faster aim down sight time, then the M16 is the better option, as well as it does have an even easier recoil control than the AMAX. So if you're kind of like a beginner, I would recommend the M16 because it's so easy to control. If you don't mind managing recoil, the AMAX is a great option, but in my opinion, both of these guns are great. It's kind of hard to choose one. Personally, I would go with the AMAX because of that faster bullet velocity and the faster potential for a time to kill. But honestly, both of these guns are great inside Warzone right now, so you're not really going to be stuck choosing either one of these guns. Both are amazing options, but personally, if I was to pick one, I would pick the AMAX. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave us a like as it helps us out in terms of getting recommended more. Also, subscribe to the channel as we're trying to reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers, and we will have streams on the channel very soon. And also follow us over on our second channel as well. The link will be at the top of the description. Make sure you follow us over there. We're going to have tons more content planned on that channel as well. Thank you very much for watching.